Make some noise for Emily Rudolph, you guys. If Emily's here, though, who's rolling their eyes at a record shop right now? Emily looks like she has an OnlyFans that nobody subscribes to.
Except for Jake. Make it loud for Jake full of men, everybody. Yeah, some of you aren't sure about that, that's okay. Jake is from Sonoma County, which is where God sends all his fruity whites. Jake is subtle, full-bodied, and cheap as hell. Instead of $2 Chuck, his ex-girlfriends call him Two-Shake Jake.
You fucking walking UTI, goddamn. Emily actually once got arrested for starting a mosh pit at a Planned Parenthood rally. She also started a silent disco at a porta potty at Outside Lands. That was it.
I'm a fun person, you know? Well, thank you, social studies teacher who coaches the girls' track team without being asked. I know you're all wondering what is the difference between Jake and Jumbo Shrimp. I will tell you. One is an oxymoron and one is a moron that sells oxy. Actually, Jake is sober now, but when he was drinking, we would all wonder who's more wasted, him or his white privilege.
Emily looks like she only sucks dick if it's gluten-free. But she also seems like the kind of girl that'd let you hit it raw on her period. But if you gave her a Plan B, she'd just crush it up and snort it.
Man, you wish, bro. I feel like Jake looks like he listens to Christian pop rock and like his favorite song is Bye Bye Bible, you know? Like, doesn't he look like he sells bootleg men's rights t-shirts and VCRs in a Walmart parking lot somewhere? Right? He's actually a member of the Not So Proud Boys, which just means that he skips leg day and consent.
Emily and I both grew up in Arizona, and when I was there, I got a bit of a tan. When she was there, she got HPV. Just by looking at Emily, I can tell her boyfriend starts every day with, "Can we just have a nice day today?"
Jake was the captain of his fraternity, Beta Beta Beta, in college. He also looks like a compilation sketch of every stepdad that ever touched me. He thinks that he's cool, but he has less edge than an Uncrustable, you know? He's lacking in substance, hard to swallow, and definitely smaller than advertised.
Everybody. What a way to start the show. That was the worst ad for Hinge I've ever seen. What the fuck?
Yeah, more like hanging on by a thread.
Let's just go to the judges. That was a fun start. Anthony Zuccaro, who do you got taking this battle?
It was a fun start, you know, low bar for the rest of the night. Relax, okay. Jake looks like a serial killer that asks, "So what time works for you?" And this is definitely the meanest he's been to a woman without a screen in front of him, so I'm proud of him for that. And Emily looks like the Adderall plug at Hogwarts, so
she looks like Donna from That Sevens show.
Yeah, super close. You both did very well, but I think Emily was overall more consistent, so I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, yeah. We got one for Emily. Alisha Dhillon, who'd you like better, Trans Josh or me on Ozempic?
I'm going to go heavy for Trans Josh, Nate. Thank you.
Definitely Emily. I think that maybe Jake did have one of the bigger pops in the battle, but Emily was definitely more consistent, and I will just vote girls for the rest of my life. So, Emily.
2 votes for girls. Frank Castillo.
Oh man, wow, Jake, great job, but I think Thursday Adams really kicked your ass. This is Emily, great job. You guys look like a couple that uses sunscreen for lube. Give it up for Fleetwood McDonald's employees. I have one more. You look like a brother and sister if she friend-zoned her brother. No, but Jake, good jokes. I just think Emily, it was a little bit more consistent. Emily, great job.
Oh yeah, one more time, Jake Sullivan. And your winner, Emily Rudolph. It's her birthday today or tomorrow or something. I don't care. I'm not the white woman. This next battle.
By the way, Josh has some big news. Gingers are now black, so congratulations.
Hell yeah. I've been saying the word for years, so. All right. You guys aren't as big of a fan as I am.
I love how everyone believed you the second you said it. They're like, I can't tell if that's a joke.
All right. I was going to go further into it, but we've got too many battles tonight. This next battle is going to be a very fun one. 2 of my favorites. Coming up first, make some noise. He just had the battle that ranked top 5 in the world. Make some noise for Noah Guerrero! And his opponent, he's done a few battles for us before. Very funny. Make some noise for Sena! Jared, I'm gonna let you decide. Do you want to go first or defer?
I'll go first.
Jared's going first. Noah's going second. Make some noise for this battle.
Hell yeah, happy to be here. Noah's not just a comedian, he's also very famous. You guys might recognize him as the Uvalde school shooter.
Yeah, doesn't Jared look like he'd take 1,000 years to give you the directions?
Right? Yeah. All right. Noah says he's straight, but I don't believe him at all. I don't think he's straight. You look like you put the bi in Columbine. All right.
Yeah, hey Jared, where's the rest of you?
Hey man, fuck you, all right? Hey, if you're here, who's calling your mom a bitch right now?
Yeah, Jared, you look like the smallest piece of a Filipino-Russian nesting doll.
I'm probably way more than you. That's the funny part. All right. Yeah, if you're here, who's going up to random strangers outside a gas station to ask them to buy you cigarettes? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you look like an Ewok that was raised on PCP.
All right. Yeah. All right. If you're here, who's beating up on small animals right now? Yeah, he says his dating life is dry. I believe that. The only time he smashes pussy is when he's like beating up a stray cat. Ah, shit. All right, whatever. Ah, damn it.
Yeah, I was honestly pretty excited to be battling the kid that always asked people to race him. Guys, I'm fast as fuck.
Yes, I am pretty fast as fuck, actually. Very fast. I'll beat every one of you in a race. All right, got one more. All right, keep it going for Richard Ramirez on puberty blockers. The nightlight stalker.
Yeah, give it up for the mold they use for the Sour Patch Kids. Yeah.
Sena. This was a very fun battle between two of the emo kids from South Park. How do you guys both look like each other's little brother? Nate, what do you think about these guys?
Oh, dude, I think they were pretty good. I'm curious to see what the judges think. Frank Castillo, who'd you like better?
I mean, this was a lot of fun, guys. Nice round of applause for these kids. These guys. It was a very fun battle because like everything you said at the end was very creative, and it was so fun to see you try so hard. And you had some good jokes, but you you hit him a bunch on the mass shooter stuff, and then you were like, if you're here, who's blah blah, which is, it's like good joke structure, but I feel like you relied on it too much. You know what I mean? It's fine, but you do look like you help the Ninja Turtles fight crime. It is pretty wild, and you did the Richard Ramirez one at the end. I think that was good. I think if you would have hit that a little earlier, look at him. He looks so crazy looking. You know what I mean? Like, he's got the Adam's apple so many people want. You know? All right. But I give it to him. He did a great job. Good job. Yeah,
one vote for Noah Guerrero. Alisha Dhillon, who do you got taking this battle?
That was such a fun battle to watch, you guys. Thank you. Let's give it up for them one more time. I'm going to keep this short because I know Jared's late for a breastfeeding. So, no, that was fantastic. I've never seen you battle before. I thought that was great. You do give young Dexter, like, really a lot. But it's also like you're, like, Latino, so it's, like, pioneering, and I really like that. So, I give it to Noah hands down.
Well, two for Noah. Anthony Zuccaro, who'd you like better? Timothy Chalamet stunt double or DEI Theo Von?
Jared, if you're here, who's bombing and using too many if you're here jokes? That was for me. Noah puts the eagle in Illegal Alien. You look like an evil bird. You might know Jared from the little groomsmen on top of wedding cakes. Jared, I love Jared because he has one really good joke every battle. And it was a really good joke, but Noah had like 3 or 4, so I thought that.
All right, everybody, one more time, Jared Sena, and your winner, Noah Guerrero! This next battle, who knows how it's gonna go. We're gonna see, for sure. Coming up first, she's done quite a few roast battles for us before. Very good record, like 7-1 or something like that. Make some noise for Mel Earle. It's something like, it's 7-1, but they were all very mid. And her opponent making his Roast Battle Bay Area debut, I believe making his comedy debut. Everybody make some noise for Winston! Winston, I'm gonna let you decide. Do you want to go first or defer? All right, the rest of the time talking to the microphone though. Mel's gonna go first, Winston's going second. Everybody make some noise for this battle.
Did anyone lose their kid? Like anyone in the crowd lose their kid?
Winston's friends call him General Wonton. That's not the joke, guys. But I think a better nickname is TikTok, because he does look like he spies on 13-year-old girls.
Thank you, Bellatrix, Lestrained from her family. Yeah, Mazel Tov. Congrats on your recent bat mitzvah.
Okay, Down syndrome, Jackie Chan. All right, let's chill out, man. Let's chill out. Dude, you look like you approach women at bars going, so, what's your favorite Marvel movie? It's Shang-Chi.
All right, thank you. Wonder if she's a woman. Before the show, Mel told me that she used to date guys, but now she's a lesbian. It's okay, you're not really my type anyways.
It's okay, you're not mine either.
I'm proud of you for exploring your sexuality. You've come a long way from your first sexual awakening with the hobby horse.
Okay. Shit, give it up for drag queen Lucy Liu. Fucking killer. Oh my god, you have the personification of a micro penis. Like, how is your personality smaller than your dick? I didn't even say his dick was small, you all knew.
Alright, thank you, Anne Frank, if she was a believer. I just want to get back on the fact that she's Irish, Mel is Irish and Jewish. What a unique mix. Isn't that crazy? Hyper-nationalism and terrorism run in her blood. Her parents named her Melanie, but really, a better name would have been Roth IRA.
It is a weird mix. That's why my parents got divorced. Oil and water, man. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Winston went to UC Berkeley, tried to be a doctor, didn't work out, so he joined computer science and is now a software engineer who hikes. Oh my god, I just won San Francisco Asian Bingo, everybody. Give me a prize.
Alright. Thank you, Off-Broadway Barbie. Mel has a tattoo of a dragon on her side. I wasn't that surprised though. She did remind me of a young Hagrid. But honestly, maybe that's a bad comparison. Hagrid wasn't a Jew. Wait, if you're here, who's working at Gringotts tonight?
One more time, Mel and Winston, everybody. They can't all be great. One more time, this was his first battle, everybody.
Yeah, give him some credit for that. Hey.
And Mel's done a ton of them. Let's go to the judges. Judges, what do you guys think of this battle? Alisha Dhillon, why don't you go first?
Hey, Winston, was that also your first time on stage?
No, I was in a production of Peter Pan before.
I was gonna say you should have said no. You should have said yeah, but never mind.
I appreciate the break from work there, Winston. That was good. Mel, you look like the daughter of Santa Cruz's mayor. I don't know what's happening. Or I feel like maybe I misgendered you low-key, so I don't know. But, you know, I wish you did a bit better. I feel like you could have both been your first time, honestly. Just the way that nothing really landed. There was no connection with the audience. No charm. Sorry.
What are you guys talking about, my first time?
No. But I still think Mel was more consistent. I will give it to Mel, but that should have been a landslide victory for you, Mel, if that was his first time ever. Okay? So between you and I.
Parted is right for him?
No, I don't think so.
Don't use that excuse.
All right.
Look at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, so that's one for
One for Mel.
One for Mel. Frank Castillo, who'd you like better, Josh's lesbian cousin or the sucks ass at Karate Kid?
Both of you, great job. Regardless, you guys came up here, you guys gave it a shot. I think that's fucking commendable no matter what. Great job. We should all be very proud of these guys. It's not an easy thing to do. It's
start media training.
I know,
Frank, you
right?
fucking
Well, it
pussy.
also it just feels cool to see people from San Francisco come out and get to be a little bit racist. You know what I mean? It just, to see them.
I know
finally get that
Winston's
little bit
racist.
out.
He
Yeah.
says the N-word with a hard L.
Mel, right? Mel? Yeah. You look like a mom that's not strong enough to drown her kids in the tub. I love that you're wearing the shirt. You're wearing a blanket every Mexican has as a shirt. This does look like a white girl. This does look like every white girl and Asian couple that has an OnlyFans. All right, that's very specific. Thank you so much. The last thing I have is this looks like a P.F. Chang's cook arguing with a hostess. You've been to P.F. Chang's. It's good. But yeah, congratulations. Great job. I still think you took it away.
All right, closing thoughts, Anthony Zuccaro.
What a great battle of who could dress more lesbian. You both look like you're lesbian for Halloween. It's a little much. I love how Winston, even when he spoke into the mic, it was still a whisper. The mic amplified nothing.
ASML.
Oh, I love Mel. Mel gets better every time. Still not great, but better every time. And she looks like Ellie from The Last of Us. We have Ellie from The Last of Us and Steven Yeun over there. Kevin doesn't win this battle. I like that one. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mel on this one.
Wait, I have one more. Mel looks like she's gonna go home and tell her hamster how the night went.
Everybody, one more time, Winston, and your winner, Mel. This next battle is going to be a very fun one. Coming up first, she has done a few battles for us before, always very entertaining. Make some noise for Alisha Dhillon. And her opponent, he's done a bunch of battles for us. He's battled all over the country. Make some noise for Jack Weiler. You decide, do you want to go first or defer?
Defer.
Jack's going first, Elisha's going second. Make some noise for this battle.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Give it up for the only single Asian woman in San Francisco. Elisha's last name is Tan, but that's only because she can't marry white.
Oh, I was waiting for the punchline. Thank you, Zach, aphrodisiac. Mama will breastfeed you later.
That would be disgusting.
Wait, not done yet. I don't know how Jack looks like a gay, a lesbian, and a transgender racist.
I asked Elisha her sexuality. She said straight. Yeah, I was like, straight back to where you came from. Hello, Ice, is this you?
If I knew this was the quality of the battle, I would have gone back to Singapore myself.
Elisha, she runs a comedy show called Laugh GPT, where they compare two jokes and the audience tries to guess which one was written by ChatGPT and which one was written by the comic. So I actually wrote down two jokes. One was written by Elisha, one was written by ChatGPT. I'm gonna have the audience, you guys guess which one is written by who, okay? All right, the first joke is, America is like a box of chocolates. They go after the dark ones, but they leave the whites alone. Okay, first joke. Second joke. I talk like this because I'm from Daly City. Which one do we think was written by Elisha? Chocolates, cheer. If you think it's chocolates, cheer. If you think it's Daly City, cheer. They were both written by Elisha, actually.
If ChatGPT wrote your jokes, you have written better roast jokes. Jack, I know Jack looks like a racist, but he's a liberal. He's so liberal that he only supports black-owned restaurants so that he can be served by black people. And he also wore white to help remind them of something familiar. Cotton. And he says on his shirt, still watching.
How is Elisha making fun of the way I'm dressed right now? She looks like my grandma's wallpaper. That is... But that, I'm just kidding. My grandma would never ever in her house. But, okay, no. Elisha works at Meta. Yeah, her official job title is Asian woman for Mark Zuckerberg to stare at. She was laid off at first glance. Right.
The servant's package was great. Jack looks like if Jeffrey Dahmer only ate grass-fed meat. The vegans. As an Italian, German, English, and Swedish, he shouts "Mamma Mia" when he eats oven-baked black men's meatballs.
That one didn't even make any sense, you guys. I couldn't understand her, and it made no sense. Don't worry, if you can't understand her, all of her jokes are from Reddit. So, all right, the last thing I will say is Elisha, we talked a little bit before this on like what we could talk about, what was out of bounds. She told me, family is out of bounds. I was like, you don't need to tell me that you're infertile. Whatever.
I'm still waiting for the punchline. Jack struggles with anxiety, and that's why every morning he looks into the mirror and tells himself, I am Kenneth.
He's hot. I'm sorry, he's hot. Alright, whatever, fuck it.
One more time for this battle, everybody.
Hey, keep it going, Paul.
This was a very fun battle between White and Lotus. Let's go to the judges. Anthony Zuccaro, who do you got taking this battle?
Oh man, that was fun. It was like White Lotus, but no one killed. Oh, this was great. Jack looks like he says, "Do you know who my father is?" but means it. And then you look like ChatGPT was writing them live. You looked at your phone so much. So I don't know about that. Jack, what the fuck? that was just for that tech bro right there. Jack looks like the cocaine plug at Hogwarts. This was tough to judge for all the wrong reasons. I couldn't understand Elijah, and I didn't want to listen to Jack. So, catch-22 situation. I think, you know what? I'm gonna go with Jack. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Jack.
Boom.
Keep it interesting.
Boom. We got one for Jack. Let's see. Alisha Dhillon, who'd you like better, video games or Squid Games?
Honestly, neither, but the crowd really hated Jack. Or as I like to call him, Timothy Helligay. Jack, I'm really disappointed in you. Do you know how much the audience had to hate you? Elisha wasn't even speaking English, like most of that time. Also, I forgot, Elisha, did we have brunch plans that I missed? I'm wondering what's going on here with this bit. Not loving it. But you know what? I like people that take risks. Also, it was very clear that Elisha could do anything and you guys were just obsessed with it. So obviously she won that.
One vote for Jack. One vote for Elisha. Closing thoughts, deciding vote, Frank Castillo.
I mean, one more time, Elijah, great fucking job. They loved you immediately when you started talking. And it is crazy how much they hated you, Jack. Like, you had jokes, and then everyone was like, I don't like this white guy, he's racist. And then she was like, you look like you dress white so black people could remind them of picking cotton. And then they were like, we still don't like this white guy that much. It was crazy. Alicia, so good, so funny. Jack, I don't think it's going to be a happy ending for you tonight. The audience clearly loved Alicia a long time, and Elisha, sorry, my bad. I have one more joke that I don't think is going to hit, but I have to say it. You did take a big swing with the Chat GPT joke, but it didn't seem real to me because she would have said Dairy City, and it just that's terrible. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to. You did. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, thank you so much. Great job. You took it away from me.
All right, everybody, one more time. Jack Weiler and your winner, Elisha 10. We have 2 more battles, and these are going to be some fun battles. This one coming up, two of our best battlers. Both of these competitors have had roast battles that have finished in the top 7 in the world. Make some noise coming up first because it'll take him the longest to get over here. Make some noise for Avery Dauer! No, he walked with a purpose, but that did not feel comfortable. He also stopped halfway. And his opponent, one of the most consistent battlers we've had, was on the very first roast battle show I did 8 years ago. Make some noise for the very funny Drew Shafer. Avery, I don't know if it's your month or not, but I'm gonna let you decide. Do you want to go first or defer? Drew's going first, Avery's going second. Make some noise for your co-main event.
Let's go. Please make it real loud for my opponent. He looks like Jack Weiler if a genie took away his white privilege. Avery over here, he's a barista at Starbucks. Yeah, he is, for real, yeah. Doesn't matter what you order, you're gonna get a shaken espresso.
Drew looks like a pedophile that only targets Hitler Youth. Yeah, you have such a Nazi face. It looks like no one taught you the difference between right and wrong.
Avery played wheelchair basketball in college. I know, we got an athlete over here. And even though they were all in wheelchairs, he made sure after the game that he still dribbled between a black man's legs.
The only thing Drew needs to complete his final form is a propeller hat and a giant lollipop. Drew looks like his favorite sex position is Mormon missionary. That's where Drew puts on footy pajamas and jumps up and down on the bed while another guy fucks his wife.
I mean, at least the guy can jump, so that's... Oh, damn, good for you. Good for you, Avery.
What are you gonna do now, Nazi?
Yeah. You're gonna give him a standing ovation for standing. That's great, you guys. That's great. I love, Avery's actually a film major. He is. He's a film major, you guys, which is so ironic, because usually all the films he's in involve minors. He's fucking the kids. I don't know. San Francisco's like, that's on my hard drive. Yes, it is, okay? It's all on his.
No, they're fucking me. That's why I walk like this. Drew, you finally answered the question, how much cock would a Drew Chuck suck if a Drew Chuck could suck cock? You might recognize Drew from your high school history textbooks. He's the guy pointing to a whites-only sign from behind the lunch counter.
Gotta put them in their place, you know? What are we talking about here? Avery here,
Wow.
I feel bad. I feel bad people give Avery a hard time. They're always saying like, oh, Avery, this is like you're a DEI. This is like your Make-A-Wish. This is your Make-A-Wish. And Avery would never say Make-A-Wish, except to the kids before he locks them in his basement. You guys don't like kids getting raped? Neither do the kids he's raping, you guys.
Drew recently took a trip to London to reassure his teeth that there were other kids just like them. Oh man, guys, man, all this roasting is making me super thirsty. Oh fuck, it's not a twist off. Can you? No, smile. Yeah. Prop comedy, bitches.
Prop comedy, let's do this shit. Yeah. This Nigel Thornberry with malaria over here is Avery, everybody. Avery loves hip-hop music. He does, I know. Earlier I made the jump joke you guys didn't like. He loves hip-hop, and much like his favorite hip-hop artists, he also can't run very far from the police.
She's actually here. Drew has a fat Indian wife named Aurora. Hi, Aurora.
She's gonna kill you.
You might think we call her Aurora Borealis because she's as big as the sky, but she's so fat we call her Aurora Broke Your Phallus.
That's pretty funny. I like that one. I was like,
yeah, that was definitely fun.
One more time for this battle. Drew Shafer, Avery Dauer. That was such a fun battle. Two of my favorites. Drew, one of my favorite people. Doesn't he look like when a cartoon character crashes into a piano? All right, whatever. I don't care. And Avery, named after what his parents wanted, a very different son. Frank Castillo, who do you got taking this battle?
All right, before we go, guys, let's give it up for his wife, Aurora. Guys, nice round of applause. She wasn't even in the battle. Come on. As someone whose wife has been made fun of for roast, it always sucks because it's like you're supposed to battle the person on stage, not someone who can't do anything about it from the side. So one more time, nice round of applause for the wife. It's always so tough. The one thing I would say about this battle is you guys are both clearly very funny. It just does feel like sometimes you feel like you have to swing super hard and aggressive on just very shocking stuff when there's clearly such easy surface level stuff. I mean, look at him, Jesus Christ! Like he walks like he's about to throw a pitch. He also looks like a human boomerang, and you look like you watch child porn on vinyl or listen to it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things you could say. It doesn't have to be so aggressive. But I think this was a good battle. I only think you lost because you weren't battling the person that you were supposed to battle. So I'd have to give it to him just by default. That's not saying much. But good job. Nice round of applause. Let him hear.
One vote for Drew Shafer.
Hell yeah. Alisha Dhillon, who'd you like better? McLovin or McMuffin?
That was an interesting battle between Drew and Avery. I'm sorry, remind me, which one of you is disabled? From that battle, it was really not clear, Drew. Drew does have a wife. Drew looks like he begs his wife to do anal, and when she finally agrees, he bends over. And she is Indian, so he's kind of like a reverse coconut. Despite that, just to see what Frank thinks, I feel like I'm going to give it to Avery.
Frank already voted, but we'll see what Anthony
Sorry,
thinks.
I'm stoned.
It's fine. One vote for each of them. Anthony Zuccaro, closing thoughts, deciding vote.
This was a great battle of before and after the accident. I love how Drew's
Damn, it
teeth...
sucks you went teeth first into that car.
Well, actually, Drew's teeth look like Avery's legs, just fighting their way through life. Avery's actually not disabled. He's animated in 2D, so be respectful. No, but Andy Samberger's did great. But no, Drew's wife is taller and fun. She's actually a comic too. She's funnier than him too. So in more than one way, you know what it's like to live in someone else's shadow. That's probably why you're so pale. This is tough because I see Drew every month because he knocks on my door trying to spread the good word. But I do think Avery had higher highs in this battle, and I gotta go with Avery at this point.
Everybody, one more time, Drew Shafer, your winner, Avery Dauer!
He'll be fine. He's got all those Breaking Bad residuals.
All right, are you guys ready for your main event of the evening? I know it's been a long show. You guys have been fantastic. We've got one more battle. Can we do one more battle between myself and Nate? Former LA champion, battled all over. Let's fucking do this. You want to go first or second?
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate y'all. Let's do it. You go first.
All right, I'm going to go first, everybody. Josh Means, Nate Welch, make some noise for your final battle of the
Make
night.
some noise. It's the final battle!
Nate Welch. Welch's, because if you see him at the grocery store, you're gonna get graped. He looks like he told the judge, "No, Your Honor, it's funny, because I call it Nate rape."
Y'all make some noise for my opponent, Unsexy Red. So as we established, Gingers are black now, right? Josh is ginger, and he has 3 kids, 2 baby mamas, and he don't pay child support. Sounds like he's really committing to this bit.
Good one, girlfriend pays the bill Goldberg. Nate's a big fan of wrestling. He has been since he was a kid, and Hurricane Katrina suplexed his house and made him sleep in the stone cold.
That was a good one, SPF 50 Cent. Josh is married to a Muslim woman, but she's the one who keeps telling his black ass to get a hijab.
Hell yeah! Thanks for taking time out of getting kicked out of a Buffalo Wild Wings to be here, Nate. You look like the knee that killed George Floyd had a face.
I do look like a racist. You look like you stormed the Capitol just to get out the sun. Josh spends a lot of time hugging his wife from behind while she pays for all of his shit. You know, I'll get you back next week, baby.
Nate graduated from Nichols University because it was all he could afford. He studied journalism so he could break news instead of Xbox controllers.
You look like a leper convict. Crackhead Sheeran. So Josh recently converted to Islam. I know. Now he worships fentanyl. And he stopped jerking off. Now he just masturbates.
Nate likes rap music and black women. He goes to black comedy clubs for the same reason he goes to family reunions, to fuck sisters.
I like that one. All right, look, let's wrap this up. Josh is ready to go party with the rest of his gingers in Paris. So Josh is divorced and he doesn't have custody of his kids. He reminds me of Finding Nemo. Because he's also an orange bitch who lost his family.
All right, let's go to the
Keep it going for Josh Means and Nate Welch. Let's hear it one more time. Oh my God.
Who wants to go first? Frank?
I'll go first. Josh, great jokes. Nate, I got to give it to you for that last joke. The Finding Nemo joke did it for me. It was very funny to watch these black ladies not like either of you at all until the Finding Nemo joke, and then she was like, all right, I think I'm embarrassing joke. And then I was like, all right, that's what took me. So good job, Nate.
They will never just keep swimming, though.
How about the break your fin, though?
Anthony Zuccaro, why don't you go next? Who do you got taking this battle?
This was a great battle between two Confederate soldiers.
Southern gentleman.
But Josh is divorced, so he seceded from a union. No, I gotta agree with Frank. I think it was really close until that last joke took it over the edge. So I gotta go
for
with
sure.
Nate.
All right.
Hell yeah, Alisha
It's
Dhillon.
upsetting to be the one moving along when you lose.
Alisha Dhillon, make it official. How'd you feel about this battle between
Oh
Bad
my
Breaking
God,
Bad?
I absolutely love that battle, truly. I want to say, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm super high. It all just hit me at once. I'll be honest with you. The first time I met Nate, I thought he had a speech impediment, but I guess he's just from the South. He's like in a hurricane or something. But I thought you were fantastic. Both of you guys had really hard jokes all the way through, but one of you had charm the whole way through, and somebody missed it, and you lost him early, my guy. So even though you had some great second, third rounds, it wasn't enough, and then it was a KO last round. So Nate, clean sweep.
Hell yeah.
Here's also the tough thing, especially with roasting and being white guys, is anytime you say something super harsh, everyone also just believes you. You know what I mean? They're like, oh my God, when it's like, I've known you guys for so long, I know you guys just hate Peruvians, so it's just, no, I'm just fucking around.
I don't even know what they look like.
All right, everybody. That's our show. One more time for Roast Battle Bay Area. We do this once a month. We'll be back next month on the 27th or 29th. We'll be back on the 29th. Come out to that one. One more time for my judges. Anthony Zuccaro, your San Francisco champion, Alisha Dhillon, Comedy Central champion, Frank Castillo.
Keep that energy going for Josh Means one more time. We put all this together, bro. Keep it going for him.
Give it up for your hosts, and give it up for Cobb.
Nate Welch. And your winner. And Cobbs, everybody. All right, bye. You guys were fantastic. Thank you.